Hey y'all, what's up? My name is Miss Wise.
And my name is Jacob Winterstein.
We're out here shooting our 4th season of the Pigeon Presents the Philadelphia Poetry Slam one-on-one street slam.
And it's a super special edition of our one-on-one street slams. It's the National Poetry Slam edition. We got Philly versus the whole USA. So on my left is Josh Wiss representing Flagstaff, Arizona.
And then on my right we have Warren Longmire representing Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
So they're each gonna do one poem and you guys are gonna decide who you think the winner is.
20 nigger haiku. 1. Rape a family for decades. Call children whiners. Declare case closed. 2. Forget happy endings. Sometimes Hitler wins and the world builds a mall. 3. Of all the famous faces, my boss said I most resemble Michael Vick. 4. Lost. I asked for directions, and the woman broke into a sprint. 5. Learning the exact duration of stare that makes the office tell less crackhead jokes. 6. Walking with white girlfriend when police saw my voice as a violent act. 7. It is hard to stay proud when your face lowers property values. 8. When my arm was twisted backwards and the cop said I reached for his gun. 9. What it means when shame is sown into the only word I have left for a past. 10. The identical stares that say the world is exactly what it must be. 11. The slow gas of yes. When my grandmom echoed, she can't stand black boys too. 12. The daily shrugs that say, look, you live, and some people are already dead. 13. 13. 13. There is no curse. It's okay to laugh, sigh, and then eat more fried chicken. 14. On telling the mirror and every black child that it is not your fault. 15. On learning no one's fear trumps my right to demand respect. 16. On learning no one's fear trumps every black person's right to love and care. 17. Nothing will wash off, nigger. Nigger's my bowels, my mountain. Nothing should. 18. We were born distrusting dreams, but ideas are less stubborn than people. 19. Naive is just another kind of hope, the one we fear will come true. And 20. So beautifully dwarfed and so young. Let's play until we sleep as sound as infants.
From my late Aunt Helen. Our loved ones form a blanket that will warm us when we need it. Sometimes the weave is frayed. Sometimes a loved one slams the door when you wish that they would have stayed to say something. Anything at all, because nothing is as uncomfortable as the silence following unexpected death. Have you ever thought about the words you would fit on your last breath? This life is so beautiful. I know how the human heart, hummingbird's in place. It can hardly withstand its own weight, let alone the weight of others. But you were a mother of 3, ex-heroin fiend who could never turn away a stray without at least a full stomach. When you're living at full speed, you cannot see ends coming. I was 13 when your heart finally stopped. That's when I learned that as a hummingbird drops, it dies beautifully, leaving feathers of its true colors behind. Marlboro Red 100s and lightly creamed coffee. That's how you started your mornings when I knew you. You drew the geraniums from my cheeks when you would hug me every time. You were the suntan valleys and peaks of the San Andreas fault line who never shy away while the sun is beating down. You were born under punches in the smog-ridden town of San Bernardino, queen of the Inland Empire, but now every time I go back home, the hills are all on fire. Open palms bleeding black into California blue, that 1960s color that the atmosphere clings onto for dear life. We all know we're dying. 13 at your funeral, I learned there is no shame in crying if it is over something you love, that there's medicine in laughter, something holy in a hug that is squeezing, as if it is promising that it will never let you go. Why do we say goodbye when we can say, I love you? Why bother shaking hands when we can fit the way that rugs do, intertwined and closely knit? This is warmth we're weaving. Hug me like you mean it. Wrap me like a prayer. Burn me cigarette and then release me to the air. I want to be ashes like you, in the dust and in the dirt. I've learned to trust in sunshine even when it hurts. Palm trees and pomegranates don't only bloom in paradise. We all breathe exhausted oxygen despite Earth's best advice. Follow the light. All leaves branch toward tomorrow. I'm quilting myself up patchwork with the love that I have borrowed. I will replant it in the soil of another soul. Watch it grow and know that it will one day wither away. I understand you had to go, but I still wish you could have stayed. There is perfection in pollination, that the effects of one bloom will reach the next generation. This is the perpetuation of purity. I'm opening all my locks and throwing away the keys because the answer is in love. In dirt and in the weather. It is as red as a kiss and as warm as a hug that promises to last forever.
Wow, Jacob, that was just, that was insane. So, in the comments, let us know who you thought won, Warren or
Josh Wish from Flagstaff, Arizona. And don't forget, if you're in Philly, to check out our live show. More info at thephillypigeon.com. Peace.